Hey, welcome back. This is Bishop's Pizzeria. My name is Bishop. My pizzeria is, well, in my hand. You can see I've got pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno, extra cheese, chicken Caesar. Is that what we're working on today? I don't know. Let's see. Let's get to baking. Show me. Hey there, I'm Bishop. Welcome back to Bishop's Garage. My yard is my garage. My tennis court's my garage. All right, well, today we're going to be working on our 1958 Plymouth Suburban. And today is going to be a little bit of a different day since I'm not going to be really pulling anything off of the car. What I am going to be doing, though, and you can kind of see these right here. What I am going to be doing is I'm going to take the heads that we've seen in the previous videos that just look horrific, and I'm going to clean them, make them look kind of almost newish. I'm going to go ahead and clean the block, or at least the pistons, well, the cylinders. I'm going to clean that out as much as I can. I'm going to see what I can do about maybe cleaning the cylinders up enough so I can maybe tap the pistons lightly enough so I don't break anything, yet maybe I can still free this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being silly, maybe I'm being too positive on this, but, well, let's get to this. This is the passenger side head of our 58 Plymouth Suburban. You can see there is the one bolt still attached to the exhaust manifold that necessitated my cutting of this. Let's go ahead and take a look at each one of these polyspherical chambers here. So the way this functions is that intake is coming from this direction, flows in, goes across, and out the exhaust. And so they call that kind of like an air wedge. And the chamber itself is polyspherical, so we have one sphere here for your exhaust valve, one for the intake, just so it flows really efficiently. It may not be super best for compression and power, but it is incredibly efficient for gas burning. All right. Let's take a look at the next one in line there. Wow, that one is particularly gunky. Now, when I say gunky, I mean we've got some material that has carbonized and just coated everything. So let's go ahead and start working on cleaning this up. All right, now I do also want to talk a little bit about what I think happened here. I kind of mentioned it in the last video. I think somebody found this car in somebody's yard, got it running, and they ended up just stomping on the gas to let the engine just fly. And they started stuffing leaves and debris down inside the carburetor. It's the only way I can explain why all of the pistons are filled with that kind of leafy, burnt, vomity mixture of rice and garbage, literally every single cylinder. So what I'm going to suspect is that once we get this exhaust manifold off, we're going to see it probably full of leaves and debris. So let's go ahead and take that off first, see what's in there, and then we'll get this cleaned up. This is already pretty rounded off. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm going to try my metric trick. Nope, definitely not a 15, maybe a 14. That's pretty close. I think 14 is where we're going to be at. Yeah, let's try a 14 here. Well, there we are, finally separated. Probably the way I had this sitting, all of the debris that was in here just fell down into these. Yep. Messy, messy, messy. All right, well, you can see where where we are on this. I'm going to go ahead and, well, take this off because I can't really hear myself when I'm talking. Safety first, though. And let's clean this one up and see what it looks like once we've scraped it. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to shave off each side of this a little bit, just so I can get some purchase and treat it almost like a nut. Go. A lot of smells like rotten oil and burnt Band-Aids. Well, I can kind of see a slight ring around the edge here. It's an indent from the head gasket. Or not an indent, but a mark. It's very smooth. All right, well, let's just get the grinder out and see what we can do. What I'm doing here is I'm using my dead blow hammer, and I'm tapping the top of each one of the valve stems. It's the hammer's made of brass, and what that allows the valve to do is to pop open just slightly, so it can drop out the debris and the cleanser that I've used to get in there and get all this old grub and grime off. All right, there, we've got one of them cleaned up. The valve seat is fine. I'm gonna add a little bit of PB Blaster and let this sit overnight just to eat away at the little bits of corrosion and soot that's actually built up that I can't get to with the wire wheel. Number 2 coming up. Right, so you've seen where we are with the head that's sitting over there. Here's where we're sitting with the engine block. Kind of see that it's looking messy. I'm going to go ahead and see what we can do about maybe making it at least a little bit clean and possibly freeing these pistons a little bit, see if I still can't get this to crank over by hand. I already know that I'm committed to a rebuild, but well, if the weather cooperates with me a little bit, let's see if we can't clean this up just a little bit. Not quite sure what this is. A lot of this stuff feels kind of like slush. Look at the amount of rust between the... Wow. You can see we have some space up there. But down here where moisture sat, it is just rusted to the block. how rusted the edge of that piston is into the wall. Wow. Let's say 90. I wonder if that means 90 over. That can't be it. Maybe it means 90 degrees or something. Or 0.06 maybe? Well, piston 3 doesn't really look any better. Look how rusted that is against the wall down in there. That one seems to be not bad. Well, I'm going to get a 2x4 and a hammer. See if we can't maybe break free some of this machinery. Wow, you can see it is not going anywhere. All right, well, as the lights close down on me and our Christina project here, we're certainly finding out that even big metal isn't going to free this. So we're just going to have to pull the pan, undo it from underneath, see what the deal is. Worst case scenario, we're going to have to pull the engine and tranny out. Because in order to get the transmission off the engine, have to spin the crank. Crank's not spinning. All right, well, thanks a lot for coming by. If you like what you're seeing, click subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I've got new content up. And, well, tomorrow's another day. It's going to rain on me now, so we'll see you next time. Bye.
Don't you blow your